We're going to hit them extremely hard over the next 2 to 3 weeks. We're going to bring them back to the Stone Ages where they belong.
President Donald Trump there addressing the nation on where the war with Iran stands this morning. He said that the military is close to completing their objectives. With more on that, because oh boy, is there a lot to talk about. I want to bring in our Joe St. George this morning. Joe, good morning to you. It's not just the timeline that our viewers and our friends at home want to know about. How is the president addressing the impact on the war and also how it's having on the global economy market?
Well, good morning. I think it would be best to surmise the president's address, the first such address since the start of Operation Epic Fury, is really an operational update. Not a ton of news or new announcements were made that the president already previously indicated, perhaps in a reporter gaggle or a social media post. Such a military-focused community in Hampton Roads, right? Such a military community in North Carolina, Virginia. The one phrase we were watching for is, what did the president say about the possibility of boots on the ground? Well, he didn't use the phrase at all. He didn't rule it out. He didn't say it was going to happen. That certainly creates more uncertainty for military families. Again, just given the scope, the size of the U.S. military presence in the Middle East right now, it clearly remains a possible option. And yes, it is true. The president seemed to suggest that the finish line was close, that the war would be nearing its end, but he didn't say it was over yet. And he said that the next 2 to 3 weeks, he used the phrase you heard there, back to the Stone Ages. All of this suggests an escalation will occur. Now to the all-important gas prices question. The national average north of $4 a gallon again this morning. How high will it go? Oil was up close to 7%. After the president's remarks. And that was driven in part about what the president said about the Strait of Hormuz, basically telling countries that rely on Middle Eastern oil to take it. Take a listen.
Go to the Strait and just take it, protect it, use it for yourselves. Iran has been essentially decimated. The hard part is done, so it should be easy. And in any event, when this conflict is over, the Strait will open up naturally. It'll just open up naturally. They're going to want to be able to sell oil because that's all they have.
President Donald Trump essentially telling countries that rely on Middle Eastern oil more so than the United States that it maybe fall on their shoulders of reopening it. And that is why we're seeing oil be increased this morning. The UK is meeting, almost an emergency meeting of sorts, with 30 countries to discuss the next potential steps here. The U.S. will not be participating in this meeting. I know that it is pain at the pump, right? I mean, energy prices significantly higher than where they were a month ago, but important context is needed that it's much worse in Asia, much worse in Europe. And that, as the president reiterated last night, is driven in large part to the U.S. having strong domestic energy production, that the U.S. is more insulated from this than the rest of the world. For instance, no one's talking about fuel rationing. They are talking about that in some European and Asian countries. So we'll wait for the latest steps of the war. Again, it seems to be close, but it's not over yet.
Joe, if there is a bright spot to anything, we can count on you to find that. Thank you for your time.